Fucking
He's such a troll. We're
143%.
still timed.
We quit the dungeon like 4 times! And then we ran back and then came back. What the actual fuck, man? Hello, internet friends. I got some craziness for you today. As you can tell from the intro to this video, it got a little weird in Plaguefall this week. I had a different video planned, but I couldn't quite pull it off. We were actually going to quit the key, and then we decided to pivot the video. Just to be clear, we had no intention of timing this key. I was literally going to lie to you guys and just add out the fact that we bricked the key. But this red slime trick is so insane, I literally didn't need to finesse the editing. So let's jump into Plaguefall. With this week's affixes being Storming and Bursting, it is incredibly easy to pull trash in with bosses. So that was the plan. If you do not know, this red slime called Pestilent Slime, once killed, leaves a pool of red stuff on the ground. A player in the Necrolord Covenant can cast Fleshcraft near this pool and get a haste buff that is applied to all party members for 2 minutes. You can also stand directly in this pool and get the same haste increase, but instead it's actually a debuff that also deals damage to anyone standing in the pool. Because one is a buff and one is a debuff, the increase to haste actually stacks. Now it's important to note that the debuff exists even if you don't have a Necrolord in your group. I have been using this trick for a few weeks now by just simply standing in the red pool left behind by the slime's dead body. However, the haste increase gets really overpowered when you utilize standing in the pool with the Necrolord buff. I downloaded this weaker in the middle of the key that actually shows my haste. And while under the effects of both the buff and the debuff, my haste goes from just under 15% to almost 80%. And that's without lust. With Bloodlust, my haste literally shoots all the way up to 133%. Now the trick itself is pretty simple. Kill the red slime, have your Necrolord party member cast Fleshcraft at any point before or after the mob dies, then stand in the red pool on the ground. The real trick is getting these red mobs to the bosses. The second boss has a red slime on one of his platforms, so that boss has no big setup. For the first boss, however, it is a little tougher. The red slime is part of this patrol. It can be pulled separately if you have the right CCs, but it can be kind of tough without pulling the plague borers that are nearby. So instead of doing some random inefficient pull, I grab a few more mobs and do what is actually one of my normal pulls. After that, we CC the red slime and kill the caster mob separately. This is my first time utilizing this strat, so in hindsight, I should have brought the plague binder in with my normal, bigger pull. Once the red slime is isolated, you have to drag it all the way back to the first boss room. It's kind of a pain in the ass because it will chain cast its ability Viral Globs, so you have to continually interrupt it in order to get it to move forward from where it was previously standing. It took about 30 seconds to drag this mob to the boss room where I wanted it. I maybe could have done it faster, but this setup time should really be added to the boss kill time because it's super inefficient. After that, we killed the slime, pulled the boss, stood in the puddle, dropped Ashen Hollow, and lusted. We killed the boss in 32 seconds. Ridiculous. Now for the last boss, it requires a little bit of setup as well. The red slime is actually located in a room to the right after you jump into the pit after the third boss. Your best bet is to pull it straight away and drag it into the hallway and then CC it, or separately, you can go back for it after you kill the remaining trash in Margrave's room. This time we opted to CC it. When we were ready, I Sigil of Silenced it and then brought it on top of the boss and cleaved it down with the boss in the first phase. Utilizing this buff, we were able to kill Margrave in 2 minutes flat. This is with the fact that the 2 intermissions are exactly 30 seconds each, and Margrave cannot be damaged at that time. There is no nearby red slime for the third boss, but we killed it with trash, and it took us 2 minutes and 23 seconds, which brought our time to kill all 4 bosses and a trash pack to 5 minutes and 46 seconds. That gave us over 32 minutes to complete the rest of the dungeon, which personally I think is friggin' crazy. Well, hopefully this trick doesn't get nerfed anytime soon because it is really fun. The strategy is crazy useful this week, and next week when it's tyrannical, it'll have even more value. My Boomkin on the first boss didn't even get a chance to use his cooldowns before the boss was already dead. If you like this video and want to see more content like this, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Keep on keying and have a great day. Peace.